Hey guys, I just got off the water at Cherokee practicing for next week's BFL. It's going to be a completely different tournament next Saturday than what the conditions are today. We had a high of 78 degrees today. We had a wind blowing anywhere from 11 to 18 miles an hour. And here's, we're going to have good steady weather the rest of the week. But the night before the tournament, Friday, we're supposed to get some rain. And then the low Friday night is supposed to be like 33 degrees, and the high Saturday is supposed to be like 42, and they're calling for snow. So it could be way different. Big cold front's coming. Conditions could be totally different. But I did have a good day today, and so I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on my channel. I'm completely transparent. I don't have any secrets. I don't have nothing to hide. If you catch fish on what I catch, that's great. So what did I do? The lake has risen up to from 1046, which was what it was Monday a week ago. We had a bunch of rain. It brought the lake up to 1058, and then in the last 2 days they've dropped it down to 1056. So we're still like 17 feet below full pool on the lake. The watercolor was dirty where I put in at. Not muddy, but dirty, good color. In some places it was pretty nasty because of the wind. I didn't, it was just a different day, and I like dirty water. I like any water, but I prefer dirty water because it puts more stuff into my advantage. So I came out here, like I said, on one side of my deck I fully intended to have my power set, and I did, and on the other side of the deck I intended to have my finesse baits. The wind put that, for me, it put it as a non-effect. I cannot fish finesse baits on a bow with a bow in my line. I just can't feel the bottom, and I definitely can't feel detect a strike with a bow in the line, especially with I'm fishing a shaky head or drop shot. So those went out the window for me. I did throw a pulse jigs lure for a little bit. Didn't get a bite on it, but I started out this morning with the intention of covering water to find out what's going on, and that's what I did. I didn't want to slow down unless I absolutely had to, and I did not. The conditions didn't allow me to do that. I didn't see any wood anywhere that would precipitate me to throw a jig or throw a fuzzy beaver in there or a shaky head or anything like that. So moving was the name of the game today. So I put the trolling motor on a good speed, and I covered water. Moved around a lot to different areas. So first fish of the day I caught on, before I tell you this, I need to tell you that there was no set thing. These fish were not locked in on one certain bait at all for me. And so what I did was I had to change baits around a lot. Now the first fish I caught this morning, I caught on a Rapala OG Slim 6 in that color right there. That color right there. And then I turned around and 2 or 3 casts later hung it up and lost it. But I've got 2 more of them. So that's what I caught that first one on. Didn't throw an OG Slim 6 the rest of the day because I don't want to hang them up and lose them because I may need them on tournament day. The next fish I caught on a KVD 200 series jerk bait. The water clarity was at least 2 feet down. So I said before that if it wasn't at least 2 feet visibility, I would not throw a jerk bait, so I had 2 foot visibility. And I threw it, caught a really nice, a really nice mean-mouth bass. And for those of you who don't know what a mean-mouth is, it's a cross between either a largemouth or a smallmouth, or a smallmouth and spotted bass. This one just happened to be a spotted bass because it had a huge patch of teeth on its tongue. So I caught one on that one, and then I did have a hit on a chatterbait fire crawl, just a hit. It didn't try to eat it. And I did have a hit on a KVD 1.5 square bill in color called chili crawl, but they just wouldn't hit it. So what I caught the rest of my fish on was two different baits. Two different baits. A DT6 knockoff right there, which is made by a friend of mine named Mark. His wife paints them, actually. That caught two on that one, and I caught the best one of the day on an out of production Jackal Bling 55 in that color right there, and you can see the teeth marks on it and where I've caught fish on it before. So that's what I caught fish on. How much weight did I have? Well, let me pull up my scales here and I'll show them to you. The scale says 13. You're probably looking at it backwards, but the scale says, if you can see it there, because the camera's on backwards, it's 13.18. I actually had probably close to 15 pounds, because if you see that top line right there, there's a blank spot. I accidentally eliminated that fish because I'm brain dead. That slot was occupied by a 295 largemouth. So probably had 14.5, 15 pounds. But good day overall. I'm happy with my day. I know that some of this may not help me next week, but I will have some baits tied on that I caught fish on today. I love a crankbait. I am going to throw a crankbait, and then I'll have some other stuff rigged. I'll have an Alabama rig set up for next Saturday. I'll have a swim bait rigged up, probably 2 swim baits. I'll have drop shot set up, and I'll have shaky head on the deck. You got to have shaky head. They catch fish. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And right now I gotta go, because I'm gonna watch the weigh-in for the Bassmasters Classic that I am not fishing. Big story. I would love to fish that stuff, but that's not me. But I would love to someday. But listen, I want y'all to have a great day. Have a great day. If you like what you see here, like it, share it, and subscribe, and spread the word a little bit. So God bless you. I love you, and go catch a big one.